Happy Friday. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about your next steps. A lot of people seem stagnant. I speak to quite a few of you, and it's always the repetitive. I'm going to try, I'm going to do better. I know that I need to do this, I know that I need to do that. You're not even taking the appropriate steps to start this thing off, but you go to these social media outlets and look for answers, gain answers, and do nothing really with them. Okay, so you have to now make a decision. What are you going to do? Shit or get off the pot? Are you going to take the knowledge that all of us light workers are here giving you on a daily basis and apply it to your life? Not just take notes, not just listen to it, actually apply these things to your life. So, okay, you have your ancestors set up. You pray. You give them coffee, you give them food. What's next? Okay, well, you have to spend time at whatever altar space you have. If you have a bowl at a table, that's then the time to start spending some time there as well. This is an add-on type of a deal. This is never a one-shot deal, it's over with. No, there is no end to knowledge. Okay, there is no end to the growth. There is no end to what you can obtain within your spiritual walk. It's all in what you put into it and the genuine place of what you're doing it for, where you're giving it from, where is your drive coming from? Is it because it's from a place of love? Is it because you want to get something back? Is it because you want popularity or recognition? Spirit sees all, so you can't ever trick spirit, whether it's your ancestors, whether it's your spiritual guide. Spirit, period, cannot be you can't fool them. Okay, they know your intentions. You will never get all of the keys to all of the doors within this spiritual thing, the spiritual walk, the spiritual life, if you are coming from a place other than love. You'll get a little bit. You get to get in the lobby. You can do your little candle work. You can do all of them little tarot. The buck stops there. You'll never get anything beyond that until you decide that it's all going to come from a place of love. That's how this works. So you spend time at your bowl at the table. I have shown a million times a particular prayer book that I've posted on my page that we use in Mises. And there are 1,000 prayers in this book, okay? You sit at your altar space and you read this book asking to connect with your spirit guides, because we're all born with spirit guides, okay? Somebody's always walking with us. We're never alone. And doing that on a constant, continuous basis is how your connection is growing, right? So as you sit there, you will tend to get ideas. A lot of you have been told to get tarot cards. If the card deck does not come with the book, that is not your deck. You need a deck that comes with a book that's going to explain to you what these cards mean, okay? We're not looking for a love and light deck, okay? I have a set of cards that are goddess cards, and those are for love and light moments when I'm in those sister moments where I have to give that type of a push towards my ring. But I have like 9 other decks of cards, okay? So depending on the situation, depending on the person that I'm dealing with, depending on what my spirit tells me to grab, I'm gonna lay them out, and whatever is needed in that moment is needed in that moment. But it's not just love and light for that day. The world is not just love and light, okay? So you get the cards, you get the book. This is strictly for you. This is strictly for your guidance. This is strictly for your guides to communicate with you what they need you to know for the day. This is how you learn. This is how you connect. It is your energy. You've called in their energy. You've asked for their assistance. You've asked for them to tell you what you need, and you're going forward. This is the next step. For those of you who don't do tarot, there are crystals. Read up on the crystals. What does the crystal do? How do you call in the power of the crystal? What element is working with this crystal? There is also a book that's on my page that gives you all of the information in reference to the crystals. If crystals is not your deal and plants are your deal, then that is where you start. Every plant has a magical property that goes along with it. I'm going to post a video later of some plants that I purchased. I get a lot of plants. I get a lot of herbs. And if I can't get them planted, I will cut a sprig of whatever herb we've received from any botanical, anywhere, supermarkets too. And I'll plant them in water and cheesecloth or even a napkin so that the base of the plant grows a root and has something to attach to. And once the roots grow in, then I'll take that and plant it in water. Have like 3 proteoso plants growing in my house right now. I live in an apartment, you know what I mean? I get great sunlight, but when it's winter, I have a bulb that I got from Home Depot that is a plant light bulb. So I give them light and, it's energy. So now the things that I have growing in my home are used for baths, are used for cleansing. You have to know the properties of the herb to start doing that. You can at least do that. That's knowledge. You have to sit there. You have to read. You have to figure out, how does this herb work? What does it do? You sit in front of your Boveda or your altar space and read up on these herbs. As you sit there, things will pop out to you because you're asking spirit to show you something. You're doing something in the realm of spirit, okay? So I've given you 3 things. I said tarot cards, crystals, plants. What else we got? Those are basic things to start with. That does not mean stop what you're doing with your ancestors. That does not mean stop anything else, whether you're dealing in, if you have any Orisha that you have to deal with. That doesn't mean stop anything that you're doing with them. This is this is working on your communication with spirit in general, okay? These are your guides. So they're the easiest ones to connect with, okay? They came here to work with you. They came here to help you. There was something that resonated with you and them, whether it be from this life or past life or whatever, that they said, this person, I am going to work with her in this realm, in this life, in this walk, until she is no longer in flesh. This is what I come to do. I come to help her. You have to allow that help. How do you allow that help? By doing these things. By accessing your mind, third eye, your mind's eye. All of this has been done before. Nothing that we're doing, is this the first time in your existence have you done this? In this life, maybe. We've all experienced a moment of deja vu. We've been here before. We've done this thing before. This is the hamster wheel. This is we trying to get it right. And until we do the things that we're supposed to do, you'll come back and do it all over again. Who wants to do this again? Earth sucks. This shit is whack. Like, I'm not even trying to do it no more than what I have to. So I'm going to do everything that I have to do now to make sure that I don't have to come back and do this. How many more times I got? Everybody has a certain number of lives that they're supposed to come back and live and do that. But, you can break them down if you succeed at what you came here to do. And that is the goal. Everybody, I've been speaking. Listen, ladies. I need y'all to stop being so worried about what everybody else thinks of y'all. Oh, the haters. Oh, this person. Oh, that. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? You think I care what people think about me? For what? It does not pay my mortgage. It does not put food on my plate. It does not elevate my spirit. It doesn't do anything for me to care about what someone thinks about me, period. I know what my character is. I've done my self-assessments. I've done my soul work. You understand what I'm saying? So why do I care? That's too much energy that can be given towards something productive and positive that I'm doing, thus helping my spirit elevate. I'm vibrating so high off of this life of mine, of this spirit of mine. Girl, bye. Y'all have got to get out of that. That is one of the number one things that's holding you back. You got to stop. You got to stop. Stop living for everybody else. Stop sacrificing yourself. If you was living right, you wouldn't care what nobody else thought about you. Check yourself. Not everybody hates you. If they do, why does everybody hate you? Check yourself. Everybody? Who's the common denominator? We got to eat it sometimes. We got to eat. This is the mellowed out version of me. Okay? Before this, oh, please. Pop, snap, crackle, pop. They used to call me the Tasmanian devil. Like, I'm not playing with nobody on no levels. This is, so now, okay, this is the more tamed down version of me. I'm going to think and assess and see it, play it out before I pop. Because everything doesn't deserve a reaction. Everything doesn't deserve my attention. And I know when somebody's hating, and I know somebody's just trying to project their insecurities onto me. I'll call that shit out in a hot, shitty minute. If I'm not going to ignore you, I'm going to call you out. If I feel like it. If I don't, you will feel like you are not in the room. Yes. Better learn how energy works. You better learn how to work that. Nobody is going to siphon anything that I have going on. Light, energy, love, magic, call it what you will, whatever it is. It's okay. I'm not coming in here to hurt nobody. I'm not coming to bother nobody. Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks about you. Character check. Check yourself. There is a self-assessment that needs to be done if you feel that everybody doesn't like you. It's you. Guaranteed it's something with you. We got to get it together, guys. We got to do something. We have, it's November. One more month left to the year. To the decade. What have you done? You've watched these videos on social media. Some of you have come and asked me information, given the information, still has done nothing. What are we waiting for? I really need to know, what are we waiting for? What's the hindrance? What's holding you guys back? These are simple, basic things for you to elevate and get on track with what you claim that you wanted to do. You asked for it. But there's work involved in it. You have got to be disciplined. You've got to be disciplined. There are going to be times where you don't feel like it. There are going to be times where you rather not. There's going to be times where you're asked to do things that you don't want to do, and you have to do them. You know why? Because they're asked, and it's minimal things, to be honest. It's sometimes stuff gets crazy depending on how you live in your life and what's going on in your world. But for the most part, on a daily, it's minimal in the grand scheme of things. Just do it. Just do it. I had to go to mass today. I was in church today. Yes, me. They told me I had to go, and I was there. All of that. In and out in 25 minutes. They tried to get me to take their little, what they call that? Their little cracker, and no, I'm good. He gonna tell me that's the easiest way to Christ. I was like, Listen, let me get my holy water so I can go, please. Thank you. I didn't want to be there. But you know what? I looked up the schedule. I found the church. They had the mass. My spirit needed elevation. My people needed their elevation. And guess what I did? I went to the church. It has no bearing on my beliefs. It has no bearing on what I think of Christianity. I know that I'm in a gathering place of multiple people that are there with goodness in mind and in heart and in spirit, right? So God said, allegedly, this is what they say, all it takes is a gathering. Well, all it takes is a gathering. Never said a church, but this is what they decided to do. All it takes is a gathering. So that's a group of energy. Okay? And that helps when you call on whoever's name it is, ancestor, Egun, spirit guide, whoever it is that needs the elevation. Their prayers that are going on in the church, that are radiating through those speakers in the church, is what helps them. And it helps you because it strengthens them, right? So if they are here for you and they're being strengthened, what do you think that does for you? I say that to say there are always going to be things that you just might not feel like doing it, but it's dedication. I don't feel like I know you don't feel like going to work every day, but you want to check. This is payment in a different form. Okay? You got to be okay with that. And once you're okay with that, once you accept that, abundance in all forms begin to open up. In all forms. And at the end of the day, you asked for this. This is the next step. Grow something. Plant something. Make something. Learn something. These guides are all there's always somebody who has something to do with one of those things. Tarot cards, candle work. So that means you need to learn the oils and what they do and the properties. The herbs, still herbs, and what they do and the properties, because the oils come from the herbs. Listen, learn something. This is how you start connecting, because nothing is random. Nothing is random. And sometimes you have to try more than one thing to see which one is your niche. Because they all might be. They just might not be right in this time. Because I remember when I first bought my first set of tarot cards, and I was attracted to these cards. Excuse me. But my spirit wouldn't connect to these cards because I could not. I just couldn't connect to these cards. I don't know why. They weren't the cards that I was supposed to have at that particular moment. That's not where I was supposed to be starting with it. Okay. So that's what that was. So I didn't stop. That didn't deter me. There's like 700,000 types of tarot cards. So I bought like 3 more. Then I bought another set. Then I went and stole a book from my grandmother's house on another. And then I went and bought the cards that went with hers because I couldn't take her cards, but I could take her book. She ain't need the book no more. I tried different ones. And then I came back to that first deck and now I can read them. Now they're not a problem. Before it was just like, I don't get it. But now it's different because now I'm ready. I've done a million different services, a million different initiations, a million different things into different sects of different spiritual systems. Like, there is no stopping. I was speaking to a young lady the other day, and I was telling her about cleansings and readings and misas and all of this other kind of stuff. And I was telling her that, I still get readings, I still get misas, I get all of these kind of stuff. And she was surprised. And I was like, I don't know, why would you be surprised? Like, no, if somebody tells you that they're at the level that they don't need that kind of stuff, don't mess with that person. They wildin'. Doctors make the worst patients, okay? Some. Others know that when there's something, it's time. I need to go to somebody. The more work that I do, I know that I'm continuously opening doors. I'm continuously opening up another layer, peeling back another layer, opening up another level, of my walk. This, just because I'm here, this is not my end. There's so many different keys they dangling in front of my face. I am jumping in the air like Mario Brothers, catching keys, sonic rings, all of that. Beat it. I'm continuous. It's continuous. The work is continuous. The cleansing is continuous. The learning is continuous. The elevation is continuous if you are putting in all of you in that moment, in those moments, giving it the time, giving it the energy, on schedule. When I say on schedule, I don't mean at 1 o'clock, such and such. No, pick a day. Make that your day. I don't care what time you do it. Spirit is going to be waiting for you on that day because they know that's their day. And if this is what you want to do, this is where your interest lies, it shouldn't be just once a week. You should be over there. It doesn't take 10 hours to do tarot cards, to read the section of the book, to learn what the cards for this suit mean. What you gonna do? You got a question? Ask it. Ask it. But research. I'm gonna put a post for the books that I was talking about later on today. They are on my page, but I'll post it again. through something. You in or you out?